Hi there, Capricorn, and welcome to your full moon focus for June 2017. Welcome back to Feathered Serpent Tarot. Very excited to be here. Thank you for your shares, likes, and subscribes. My daughter and I just started this channel about a week ago, and we're having so much fun with everything. And we look forward to providing more material on this channel. I'm also planning a trip to Mexico in the near future, where I'll be doing some research into the Mayan triple goddess Ixchel. Which has piqued my curiosity on recent trips to Mexico. So I'm going to follow up on that, journal it, and share it here. So if that's your thing, or if you find that interesting, please join me. So now that I've gotten that all out of the way, let's talk about the full moon this weekend. And I'm going to have to just say up front that it's not going to feel very light, I don't think, for you. Whereas all the other signs will be feeling that. It's going to feel like a lot of work, I think. But as with a lot of the things that the signs are going through, coming out of the fogginess of May, all the confusion, the tension, and whatnot, it appears as though it may just be coming to a head for you this weekend. But, if it doesn't, party on, because this is a great time to spend with friends and to enjoy some levity. Just be fun and make plans to distract yourself, maybe even from the trials that you appear to be facing right now. So I've done two spreads. I've got the Lenormand deck, which is different from tarot and provides an interesting side story or insight into the basic spread that I'm looking at. So a 3-card spread in Lenormand, 3-card spread in tarot. So I'll get to the Lenormand in a second, because I really think I'm not really sure how to start, because I want to make sure that I have the order of things right. What I've done in terms of the tarot spread is I've got the full moon focus generally. Then I have an angle on relationships. And then I have an angle on your professional life, whatever that is for you. I also have a card from both my Klimt deck and my Rider-Waite Clarifying to give an insight into the surrounding atmosphere that all of this is taking place. So, let's just stick with the tarot first, because this could be playing out in so many different ways for any Capricorn, whether you're single, coupled, in long-term relationships, or short-term. Because it seems as though the Lenormand is leaning into stuff going on in your relationships that is a bit challenging. And so I think that this is why at the center of our tarot we have the Judgment card and the Moon. So full moon, heavy energies to be having for the full moon, in contrast with it being in Sagittarius, which is a very light sign. So something is being illuminated that's going to bring up a test or a crossroads. And it doesn't appear to be happening professionally. And yet on your relationship quarter, there's a lot of healing going on. We have the 6 of Swords, which is the recovery from drama into a more peaceful state of being. And then we have the 6 of Wands, which is all about a sense of victory after a lot of hard work has been done, with recognition by your community, for who are celebrating your accomplishments. So this is awesome. So I wonder how it fits with this. So, like I said, we'll get back to that in a second. Remembering that 6 is definitely the number of healing. So there's some healing going on. We just don't know in exactly what area yet. So as we look at your professional sphere, we got the Three of Pentacles. This is exactly what you want to see. Things are ticking along nice and smooth. You've likely got some very positive relationships in your working environment. You got the Ace of Swords. So, there's a new beginning even. Perhaps you've been promoted. Maybe it's just, maybe it's your influence within the environment. Maybe you have a sense of cutting away the crap, and this is appreciated by your fellow employees. This is very nice stuff in terms of a new beginning. So we'll take a look at the environment too. We have the Two of Wands, and its clarifier is the Three of Wands. So with the Two of Wands, I kind of look at it as looking towards the past. Yes, looking towards the past. And then this card is looking towards the future. So there's another crossroads kind of thing. The crossroads between who you've known yourself to be up until now, or how you approach things in your environment, in your community, how you've done it before, and how you're going to do it now. So that's your general sort of thing. Where it gets a little interesting, and I'm wondering if it brings clarity to these two cards. The mystery of judgment, the crossroads, testing, and it in the darkness of the moon, things that are hidden. The Lenormand deck has wonderful, very simple imagery and symbolism. So we have ring and we have lily. Ring on its own suggests relationship, marriage, commitment, all that kind of thing, as you can see in the card. Lily is about family. It's about peace. It's about sex. And also, like, if somebody's entering retirement, this is also relevant. So it could be an older man in this scenario. So then we have, at the bottom of that read, we have book. So book is what starts to make it interesting. Book represents things like study, learning, and discovery. It also represents secrets. So when you take book, the symbol of book, and you combine it with the other cards, this is what I mean. Another story is emerging. So when you pair ring and lily together, we get affair with another man, possibly an old relationship. Then when we take the bottom card, book, and we put it with ring, we get secret relationship. And then we take book and lily, and we've got affair, unknown man. So perhaps for let's say that let's say it's somebody single. So a Capricorn who's single, who maybe had a previous relationship with someone who was not faithful, and it was painful. And whatever aspects of your personality allowed you to stay in that situation, you're being tested on again. But ultimately, if that is a toxic situation for you, you're in the clear, because on your own, not paired, on your own, you're doing really well. You're healing possibly from that very relationship, from that betrayal. And your friends, the people who know you well, are seeing that you're moving past, those kinds of patterns in your relationship. If you're coupled, it's possible that someone from your past is going to get in touch with you and test you at this point in your current relationship to see how strong it is. And I think that the existing relationship is strong enough to handle it. But there's a lack of cups in all of this. There's a lot of fire and there's a lot of thought. But there's not a lot of cups. So it's theory. Your recovery in your relationship, if this is what's going on, is theory right now. You haven't moved into the watery part of it. You can probably look forward to that later this month, closer to the third week of June, to start getting into that sensitive space. But this particular full moon right now could bring up some secrets, could force you to deal with issues that have been uncomfortable in the past. But you have tools now that you haven't had before. So you're going to feel like you've taken stock of the past and that you're looking towards the future with a new sense of letting go of the past, letting go of patterns of the past. That as an individual, you can definitely heal yourself. And ultimately, you have to do that in order to contribute in a full way, in a complete way, to any partnership that you engage with. So yeah, this is definitely a test for you because there's so many polar things to be reconciled. But ultimately, what it really is showing you is that you are complete on your own, and that the more you embrace that, the more positive relationships you will attract to yourself. So if you've had patterns in the past, because the 12th house with the full moon being in Sagittarius, that's your 12th house. So this is the house of the subconscious, hidden patterns, mental illness, ending, sacrifice, the collective unconscious. You could be working out, like if stuff comes up at this full moon that really makes you uncomfortable or feels, it puts you on the spot with something. Make sure you're really, really kind to yourself, because Capricorn may be working out issues in a bigger way than the rest of us, around what we're all fighting internally. So don't take too much of it on, because everything in the environment suggests it's hospitable, it's warm for these changes, and that healing is present. One little test this weekend. So I wish you all the best with that, Capricorn. Make sure you're being really good to yourself, because sometimes these things can be jarring. So stay in the love, and we'll see you next time.